whenever it comes to me, if somebody asks me which electric scooter they should buy and all, okay, there is no one behind, so let's try that. Damn, that pull is good. What's up YouTube? Today we have the Ather 450X, the all new generation 3. From the beginning itself, this is the face of the Ather, and I think I don't have to explain too much on the looks of the scooter. Basically there are two models for the Ather, the 450 Plus and the 450X. So this one is the 450X. So this is going to be the usage review after using it for 4-5 days. So let me just give you a walk around of the scooter. Basically this one is very sleek. You can see that it's a very small scooter, comfortable one for the people who are actually a little afraid to ride a motorcycle. By the way, using this scooter in night as well, so the throw of the headlight is good. So altogether a compact electric scooter. It comes with a touchscreen system. You can see that. Yeah, that looks good. And yeah, I have planted foot on both sides, so not a tall scooter. And there are certain features like the park assist and all, the reverse park assist and the forward park assist. And this dial actually packs in a lot of information like the odometer, the trip meters, average speed and whatnot. You can connect your mobile phone with Bluetooth and you can get all your riding data through the Ather app itself. Let's talk about the seat. The seat is actually very comfortable. You can see that it's a broader seat for the rider. You can see that this is the rider seat. So for a lean rider or a chubby rider, the seat is more than enough. That's my personal feel. So the seating comfort is really good. Equally for the pillion as well, you can see that. And now let me show the under seat space for you. So the under seat space is also good. So it fits in a decent helmet here, and there is a light over here, light option. So if you are in a dark parking spot, you don't have to take your mobile out to turn on the torch. So that's a nice touch. And by the way, this comes with one portable charger as well. That's what you have seen over there. So now let's get to the meat of the scooter, which is the battery. After using this for this many number of days, yes, I was just like a normal user. I was having the range anxiety and I've been charging every day and all. Before getting into the charging cycle and all, let's talk about the battery pack. So the battery pack sits over there. What I got to know is that it's been, I think, 4 or 5 years that has been in the market, and the customers are still having around 85% of the juice of the battery. So that means the battery is reliable. It is staying long. That is actually a really nice thing. And Ather has actually developed the battery by themselves, so it's completely made in India. And Ather also claims that they have the highest advanced packing. Until now we haven't found any news saying that some Ather scooter had a battery issue or some what all sort of news that you see in the media nowadays. Ather is not at all onto that news. So I personally feel the batteries are much more safer, because being in this industry and this many number of years and not even one case of a battery mishap, so that's a good thing. And also what I like about the battery pack is that the battery actually sits on the underboard. So the advantage of that is that you'll have a constant flow of air to the underfoot space, so that it naturally cools up. Be it a motorcycle or an EV, the system has to be cooled down. So this is a nice way that nothing is blocking it, so the natural wind itself is cooling it. The IDC for the scooter is something like 145, but the actual range is 105 kilometer. And let's talk about the charging. So this is not my own scooter, so I have taken it for a review. So I don't have a home charger connected. So there are a few options like home charger. You can have the home charger completely set up at your home, and now I'm using a portable charger with me, and we have the Ather's charging stations itself. So currently I'm mostly relying on the charging stations because of few things. The normal charger, the portable charger which I'm getting, is a normal charger, and the station chargers are fast chargers. So basically the normal charging cycle is something like 0 to 80% is claimed to be happening in 4 hours 30 minutes. Personally I didn't made it to 0 and test it out, but generally I feel for 0 to 100 it will take something like 5 to 6 hours. That's all. And on fast charging actually you can do 15 kilometer in 10 minutes. That means you'll be able to completely charge a scooter in around 2 hours, and the fast charger is a better option. What I heard from the Ather network is that currently I have a login as well for the Ather scooter. So in the login map itself you can see where the chargers are and whether it is available or not, so it's much convenient. We don't have to go to the charging station and get to know that someone else is charging there. So according to the Ather website, it's around 600 chargers are there to charge, and they are actually upgrading it to 1000 chargers by end of this year. That's really a nice touch. According to me, since I'm using in Bangalore, I find the charging stations everywhere. That's what I told. Even I had this problem of having range anxiety because I come from a petrol family, and the thing is like I'm always afraid that what if I don't get a charging port or a charging station, will I be in the middle of the road? So until now that thing hasn't happened, so I'm happy for that. I'm kind of coming out of that range anxiety thing. Alright, we are back on road, so let's go for a ride. So basically the scooter has 4 riding modes. Let me start from the lowest one: Eco, Ride, Sport and Warp. So basically the Eco mode is the most sanest mode on the scooter. It has the most range and it has decent power. So when you go high, the power is going to be really good, but your range will come down. That's how it is. So let's directly put to the Warp. Okay, there is no one behind, so let's try that. Damn, that pull is good. Wow, that's the top speed of the scooter. So basically this scooter can go a top speed of 90 km per hour, and in warp mode actually it's just crazy. What I got to know is that this can do a 0 to 40 km per hour in around 3.3 seconds, which is really nice. So the performance wise, this is really good. Actually this is a slight climb, but still this gives a lot of juice to get you out of any situation. I'm telling this because if you're considering yourself as a heavy rider, currently riding a scooter or a motorcycle, which you are finding that because of your weight the scooter is not pulling and all, or if you're someone who is always riding with a pillion and you want a little powerful scooter because you are not feeling that power when you're going for a climb and all, you should try this scooter. That's what I'll say. You see that this is a climb warp mode. It just pulls crazy. And one good thing about this scooter is that this can go till a speed of 90 km per hour, and this scooter can retain that speed for 15 straight minutes. That is not there with any other EVs, because most of the other EVs actually cuts their that peak power after 2 or 3 minutes. So on this one actually it can sustain it for around 15 minutes. To talk about the riding comfort around, I feel much comfortable holding the handlebar because the handlebar doesn't feel too far away from the rider or too close to the riders. It will be much comfortable for an average height guy, and as I mentioned, the seat height is also not more, and the heaviness is also less. I mean, this is a scooter and it doesn't weigh too much as well. So and another thing is, like, since the battery pack is on the bottom part of the scooter, this has a very good center of gravity as well. So the riding comfort is also good, and yeah, of course I've already mentioned about the seating comfort. And to talk about the suspension actually handles the scooter in a really nice manner. It is actually good for bad roads, and when it comes to the top speeds and all, it is holding up good. What I observed is that the suspension is not actually giving up when it goes to the top speed. The confidence level is as same as like this when I go to that higher speeds, and also I liked it in that way as well. And as I mentioned earlier, this one has 2 variants, the 450 Plus and the 450X. So the 450X actually comes on road for 1,63,000 in Bengaluru, and the Plus variant comes for 1,43,000 on road. So personally, I'll tell that this is a value for money, because whenever it comes to me, if somebody asks me which electric scooter they should buy and all, Ather is my first choice to suggest, because this one is actually very comfortable to ride. This is fast, so even if you are a slow rider or a fast rider, you have an option to do that on the scooter. And as I mentioned, for daily commuting it is much comfortable, and it is safe. So it's been almost 4 or 5 years and not even one single case of trouble with the batteries and all, so that means it is much safe. That's why I suggest this scooter as the first option. In that way, I'll say that if you're looking for a little powerful commuter scooter which is much safer as well, then I'll honestly suggest the Ather 450. I mean, whatever I say, I'll strongly suggest you to go to an Ather showroom and take a test ride and get yourself satisfied with the scooter before buying it anyway, because you are the one who is going to ride the scooter. So definitely go take a test ride before taking a decision. That's what I'll say. So that's it with this video. So hope you like this video, and as always, show some love in the form of likes and comments. See you in the next video. Until then, bye bye. This is what I said. Pulls crazy. This is actually a slightly hill climb.